2 more deep breaths. One more time, just bring that oxygen into the body. And now we're going to start with some arm circles. Just circle the arms forward. Big reaches all the way up to the sky. Your shoulders are a ball and socket joint. And yes, they should do a full circle, so we shouldn't be all stuck when we're trying to reach overhead. Let's get 4 more big circles. One more time, and now let's reverse direction. Big circle up to the sky, all the way around, just opening up. And when you do those circles, you're also opening up through the chest when you reach backwards and through the back when you go forward. One more time. And now let's open up through the chest and the back. Take the arms wide. You're going to round forward. Imagine your arms are wrapping around a ball. You're rounding and flexing the spine, and then open back up and open up through your chest. So round, yes. The spine, we're doing here flexion and extension. You want to flex and round the spine, stretching those erector spinae muscles that line the spine, and then open up into that chest. Good. More flexible, you keep that spine. Your longevity, 2 more, and decrease your risk of getting a back injury. One more time. Good. Now we're going to forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, big reach forward into forward flexion. And if you can't reach the floor, that's totally fine. If you need to bend the knees a little bit because you're pulling too much on the back, that's fine too. These are all modifications. Just relax your neck and let gravity work a little bit on the back of those legs and in your hamstrings. Now we're going to alternate knee bends. So you just bend and straighten, stretching through the back of those hamstrings. And in this forward fold, you're stretching the hamstrings, but you're also stretching the low back, okay? Just let that hang. And if you feel any pain in your back, go ahead and place your hands up on your quads so you give yourself some support, okay? So you got to listen to your body all the time. Now hold, brace your abs, and slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, like you're stacking your spine up against the wall. Excellent. Now standing tall, inhale the arms up, connect the thighs together, interlace the fingers, and reach up nice and tall. We're going to do a side bend. Inhale here, exhale and fold over to your side, and feel the lengthening all the way down the side of your torso. And just breathe into that side bend, keeping your core nice and tight. So try not to roll forward and try not to roll back. You want to stay in a nice long line, keeping the core tight and lengthening through your lats and your obliques as well as, and keep breathing. Reach up tall. Yeah, your arms are a little bit on fire. Stretching is work too. Exhale and fold to the other side. Excellent. Feel that nice stretch all the way down the side body, coming from the hip all the way through. And just breathe into it. Nice deep breaths. And back up, take both hands behind your head, and we're gonna drop the chin forward so we stretch the neck. Inhale here, exhale, drop your chin forward, and just stretch the muscles around your neck. Come back to center. Give me some hip circles. Circle one direction. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? You don't do hip circles that often, but your hips are really tight from all that sitting. Yes. While you commute in your car, while you sit on the planes and trains, those poor hips get so tight and circle the other direction. So yes, you can sit there and do hip. When it hurts, but it hurts so good, don't say till you break it off. When it hurts, but it hurts so good, keep staying, keep staying. Your love is like taking off. Your love is like taking off. I don't do this for my friend. Out of bed in the morning, anytime you can bust out some hip circles. So next time you see me, I want to see your hip circle. One more time. Big circle. Good job. Okay, back to that neck, because I know the neck gets really stiff. Go ahead and take your hand up over your head. Reach the other arm out to the side. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale and drop your ear down towards your shoulder. You can bust out some hip circles. So next time you see me, I want to see your hip circle. One more time. Big circle. Good job. Okay, back to that neck, because I know the neck gets really stiff. Go ahead and take your hand up over your head. Reach the other arm out to the side. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale and drop your ear down towards your shoulder and feel that nice stretch in the neck. And then bring that same hand behind the back. Good. So you're just going deeper into the neck and the front of that shoulder. Feels good, doesn't it? Now roll your chin towards your chest and give a little bit of pressure on the back of your head. Again, still stretching the muscles around your neck and the front of your shoulder. And back to the other side. Here we go. Take that arm up, overhead. The other hand goes out to the side. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale and drop your ear down to your shoulder. Feel that stretch in the neck. Muscle tightness and tension around the neck can even cause migraine headaches. So many times the muscles around the neck are pinching on the nerves. And just a little bit of stretching can help you out. Take that hand behind the back and breathe. So you're adding in a little bit of the front delt of the shoulder, as well as still going deeper into those neck muscles. Now roll your chin towards your shoulder, little tug on the top of your head. And just breathe here. And back to center. And just see your range of motion and look over your shoulders, side to side. Good. Now take your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. We're going to do some stretches for your adductors, the inner thighs. Press your hips from side to side. Now look at your form. When you go side to side, you want to make sure your knees stay behind your toes, okay? You don't want to put any extra pressure in the knee joints. So you push your hips to the back wall as you press from side to side, stretching out through the groin and those adductor muscles. And we're just going to keep it rhythmic. And if you want, you don't have to. You can add in a little bit of core rotation by just reaching the hand across. Good. So just feel that heat generating through the adductors, rhythmic, dynamic stretching. A few more. You're like, I thought this was going to be a stretch, Jeanette. It is a stretch, but you know I'm always going to make you work. You've got to work for it. Fold it over to the other side and give me a static now. So static here, holding the inner thigh stretch. Form check, knee behind the toe, right? Yes. 2 more deep breaths here. Excellent. Now the same side, we're going to roll right into a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so you just turn the hips over. Knee is over top of the ankle. Take the hand on the instep. Push energy back through the back leg. And as you push through that back leg, you feel that hip flexor open right up. Give me 3 of those presses. Drop the knee and press it back. Drop the knee, press it back. 2 more. Ooh, that feels good, doesn't it? 1 more time. Excellent. Now take both hands up on your thigh. Reach the arms up into a high lunge. And 3 deep breaths here. And now we'll add a rotation. The hand goes back on the instep. And the opposite arm reaches up into the sky. Good, and just feel that stretch. Going deeper into that hip flexor. Okay, I'm going to let you take a little bit of a break by dropping the back knee and then press the hips back into the hamstring. Sometimes I can be nice. Not for too long, but nice enough to let that front quad recover a little bit, right? So as you send the hips back, you're stretching underneath that hamstring. Good. A couple more deep breaths here. And come forward, back up into your high lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sink. Now we're going to reach over. So inhale, reach tall. Exhale, take a little bend over to the side. Going into that hip a little bit more. 1 more deep breath here. Back to center. Beautiful. And come back to center. Just hold here, feeling that hamstring stretch. Toes are forward. Let your head hang. Again, if this is too much, you can bend the knees. And you can even use yoga blocks to help you. So this would be an opportunity if you need a modification when you're doing stretches to get yourself some blocks. 3 more deep breaths here. Feel the stretch in the back of those legs and the hamstrings. Good. Now bend the knees so you push your butt back into a squat. Hands on your thighs. Cat-cow. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more time. And roll it all the way up. Good. Yes, we have to do the other side, darlings. Side to side. Adductors. Reach those arms across. I know your body feels nice and warm. Some of you might even be sweating because if you're carrying a lot of muscle mass, your metabolic rate is definitely up there from doing these stretches. 1 more time. Hold it and adduction. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Good. Remember, knee behind the toe. And it's totally normal if stretching is more challenging to you than a cardio workout. All that means is you need to do some more stretching, okay? Usually people get injured from not doing what their weakness is. 1 more deep breath here. And roll the hips over. Again, form check. Your knee is over the ankle, pushing energy back through the leg so you stretch right in that hip. And make sure your spine is extended. So we don't want to keep a rounded back. Push your chest through. Your spine is long. And you're just pressing the heel back, opening up that hip. Breathe. Exhale as you press back. 2 more. 1 more time. Now lift the chest up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and sink into that hip. And give me 3 deep breaths here. Excellent. And the hand goes on the instep. Reach the arm up to the sky. Excellent. Little recovery. Drop the knee down. Push the hips back. Stretching into that hamstring. And just breathe here. And coming back up into that high lunge. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale and sink. 2 more deep breaths. Now take that hand, reach it over the side, going even deeper into that hip. 2 more deep breaths here. Good, the hands come down, walk it back to the center. Toes face in. Good. How's that hamstring stretch? You're probably a little deeper this time than you were before. Walk the feet in a little closer. Send the hips back into your squat, hands on your thighs, and roll it up. Now give me another set of those hip circles. So you're like, why do I need to do all these hip stretches? Well, another reason why it's so important to stretch out those hips is because the external rotators of the hips, which are your hip flexors and your glutes, when they get really tight, they can often pinch on the sciatic nerve and cause all that wonderful back pain, sciatic nerve pain. So if you notice that you have a lot of back pain, stretching open your hips many times can relieve that pain for a lot of people. Okay, guys, we're going to take it down to the ground. Just come to the side of your mat. Another forward fold. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach forward. Notice your forward fold is probably more flexible this time than the first one that you did. Walk out into a plank position and drop the knees to the floor. Just give me a few cat-cows here. Push your way through the floor, around the spine. Inhale, chin up. 2 more. Exhale, round. Inhale, chin up. 1 more time. Good job. Okay, go ahead and sit. Bring your one foot on the instep and the other foot goes straight, okay? We're going into a little more hip and hamstring. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach forward. Yeah, you feel that right there. As you reach forward, all the external rotators of the hips are stretching on the one side. Just breathe there. Again, try your best to keep your spine extended so that we're not rounding the upper back, okay? You want to push your chest through. Keep a nice long spine. 2 more deep breaths here. Now open up. Take that arm up and over your side. Getting the lat and the obliques in. Still into that hip. Just feel that stretch. It feels so good, doesn't it? Yeah. I love hip stretches. Now, there's a reason why hip replacement is one of the #1 surgeries with the aging population, okay? The hips are also ball and socket joints that should do complete full circles. But we only do flexion and extension from walking and sitting every day. So a lot of times those hips seize up on people. Come up and switch. Yes, just trying to help you out, folks. Switch to the other side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach forward. And being that I am in the over 40 club, I can tell you, it makes a difference when you stretch those hips. Okay, going to the other side. Just switch legs, same setup. Foot is on the instep. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, watch that spine. So if you can't reach your toes, that's fine. You can use a towel or a yoga strap to help you get a little further. Pair of socks, anything. And just breathe here. Feel that stretch on the outside of the muscles in that hip, the glutes, and all those external rotators. 2 more deep breaths here. Now take that arm up and over your side. Feels so good. 3 more deep breaths here. Good job. We're going to take it onto your back into some hamstring stretches. So lay back. Again, You can always use a towel to help you out with these hamstring stretches. If your flexibility is quite tight, it's totally fine. Extend that leg straight up. Grab above the joint where the calf is. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, try to pull that leg in a little deeper, just stretching out that hamstring. Let's try 3 of those rhythmic stretches. So just release it. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now hold it here. Give me 4 deep breaths here in your hamstring stretch. And now figure 4, you cross the ankle over the knee, stretch a little more into the hip, and lift the legs up. Reach those hands through, and you should feel a stretch on the outside of that hip. Now, hug the knee into the chest, straighten the opposite leg. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and drop that knee over the opposite side, and take your gaze back to the other side. You should feel it stretch through the low back. And if you would like to take it a little bit deeper, you just try to extend that opposite leg all the way so you're getting the hamstring as well as the low back. Just breathe into it. And come back to center, hug both knees into your chest. And we'll just switch to the other side. Starting with the hamstring stretch, extend the leg, grab above the joint. And again, if you need a little help, you can just put a towel and wrap it around the end of your foot, okay? Inhale, release. Exhale and pull it in. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it a little deeper. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, feel that yummy stretch in the back of that hamstring. And figure 4, cross the ankle over the thigh, pull the legs in, and stretch to the outside of that hip. Hug the knee into the chest and cross it over. Look in the opposite direction, stretching through the low back, a little supine twist. You can stay here, or you can extend that leg all the way out. And back to center, hug the knees into the chest. And our last exercise on the ground is going to be a plow. So we're going to bring the legs over the head to stretch the low back and the hamstrings. Beginners, you can stay here and you just go back if you feel comfortable, okay? Roll it back up to sitting. We're going to roll like a ball. So you roll like a ball and just kick through your legs, then come back up. Give me a couple more of those. Roll like a ball, kick through your legs, and back up. Now we're going to stay there. So roll like a ball and stay there and feel the stretch through the low back and the hamstrings. Okay? Plow, the rolling. We steal from Pilates, the plows from yoga. But it all is to help you with the flexibility of the muscles that line your spine. And just breathe here. Make sure when you're on plow that your head is straight. So don't turn from side. Keep your head straight so your neck stays in line. Just a couple more breaths here. Letting gravity work through the hamstrings and the low back. And if you can push energy through those feet, if your toes are to the ground, go ahead. Now slowly roll out. Brace your abs and slowly roll out. Bend the knees. 1 vertebrae at a time. Come back down. Good job. Hug the knees into the chest and roll back up to sitting. Roll onto your front side. Hands right under your shoulders. Give me 3 more cat-cows. Push your way through the floor, around the spine. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, push away. Inhale, chin up one more time. Good, and downward facing dog. If you notice, stretching also helps you de-stress. So not only is it amazing for longevity in your body, for more range of motion, and to decrease your risk of pulling muscles, but it's also awesome to help you relax. Now walk your hands into your feet and feel that flexibility. I'm sure your forward fold is even that much better than the first time. And slowly roll up to standing. And I just want to leave you in a positive place. So inhale the arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. And just take a moment to think about 3 or 4 things that you're grateful for. Feel that positive energy resonate through your body. And thank you, or namaste. You did an incredible job. I can't wait to see you next time.
Oh, hey y'all. Happy Monday. Bye.